It is very bright out, so I can't see very well. Hopefully you can see me. As you can see, I am in a different environment than is typical, and I am very happy about that. Being outside is being much closer to nature, even if I am not directly in the forest or the ocean, or surrounded by trees and greenery as I long to be. But it's, again, a much closer step than being in a basement bedroom with no windows. So I am very pleased. I have been observing my thoughts and observing what I like and dislike. I don't like speaking with I a whole ton, and at the same time, pronouns confuse me because it's not always clear on camera who it is I am talking to, and also where my voice is coming from. Is my message that I'm sharing for me, for a larger collective that of course I am a part of, my conscious awareness is a part of? If I continue, I think my hesitancy with the word I has to do with not wanting to sound too personal. That's so funny because, and I wonder if that comes from the pressure to be professional and impersonal, and all the time spent drafting emails and academic essays and deleting personal pronouns, and as though if it is my experience, it is invalid. It's kind of crazy because I have done this for years, invalidating myself and my voice. Right now, I don't need to know who or where it came from. I have my suspicions, but it's enough that I just recognize it and name it and know that I don't have to continue to do that. I'm also learning to take more time to go at my pace, practice what I preach. I believe that people going at their own pace is hot as hell. If there's noise in the background, I hope that you enjoy it like I am. It's all a part of this music, right? And it's even better because we're outside. Oh, and see, now the birds are chirping. This is a wonderful test as well as what sounds this microphone picks up on and what sounds it cuts out. So I'm excited to play this back for myself. Also, I didn't bring my phone or set a timer for this recording, so I do not know how long we are going for. We're going to go until I want to stop. In the spirit of going at our own pace, in the spirit of doing what we want because we want to, and there I am, switching back from I to we. And does it really matter? I think the editor in my brain wants consistency, and I'm grateful for that. But I don't think you would catch it if you're just listening. Maybe there is a deeper intelligence when I let myself speak, to which there's a deeper intelligence as to which word chooses to come out. Whether that's I, or we, or you. I've been thinking about how I view everything as medicine or poison, as something to be ingested, whether that's content online, the visuals that we see around us, the people we spend our time with. It's food, it's all energies, and that is not to say, I want to clarify that I think any individual person can be poison or medicine in their entirety, because a part of the beauty of humanity is our complexity. But I think there are times when one energy isn't what another needs, and that is what creates tension and conflict in relationships. I'm catching myself wanting to apologize for how cliche that sounds. And at the same time, I'm aware that the language I am using is actively constructing what you, the consumer, perceives as cliche or too normal to be interesting. I might sit with that for a little bit. I anticipate it will come up again, the concept of being too normal to be interesting. Because it is something that I want attention. But I don't want to be performative. And I want to be connected, but individual. And that goes back to the beauty of humanity and all of our complexities. Nothing in here feels tangible, it is all fluid. aside from the essence of creativity, which might have something to do with why I have a hard time with personal pronouns as well. Also related is the name of my channel, the Maraverse. I like that name a lot. I never thought that I would name my YouTube channel the Maraverse, but it is something I came up with in middle school and used it as a way to house all of these characters I have in my brain and all of the different worlds I have chewed on. And as my concept of what this internal universe was expanded, it became more and more central to my life. It became an entity of its own. It is still creating itself, much like a universe does. And I am very grateful to have it as a playground. I think the last thing that wants to come up is my mother very kindly read my Substack post from yesterday and told me that I am very fluid to her, that my writing left her feeling good, and she understood what I was trying to say. And that simple compliment means the world. It fills my heart. Because it's always nice to know that you are appreciated. Also, I feel like I am speaking my own language. And I strive to be understood and authentic. And sometimes it feels like if I lean into my authenticity, I risk being misunderstood, which is true. But if I lean into my authenticity, I will be understood by people that also speak this language, or understand it, or want to understand it. And me speaking my language is not a threat to anybody else's language. In fact, I have spent so much of my time, and hope to continue spending my time, celebrating the different languages that people speak in, whether that's English, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, written languages that we first think of, or different dialects within those. The word choices that people have tell beautiful stories, or have the potential to tell beautiful stories about where they came from, what's important to them, what shaped them. And so much of my life has been this process of picking through my own language and really wondering if it is true for me, And so much of the dysregulation I feel in my body has to do with labeling things incorrectly. Or labeling things without the awareness that it is merely a label and not the experience itself. So the more that I have found words that resonate and made peace with the ability of, made peace with their fluidity, the more I feel all right and feel connected and centered. And the more the maraverse grows. And the more I learn from others, the larger my playground gets. And I'm very excited as this plane passes. To welcome you as a traveler into my world.